Wop, 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 wop. How's that, Bun? You doing better? Thank you for the shout out for that. Because I would have never known, that would have completely ruined the stream. So thank you for keeping that ear out. Bum, 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 bum. There we go, just kill that altogether. Bum, bum. Doo. Yeah, I think that got it though. Here, I'm actually gonna check. I'll double check. Hold on. That got it though. Here, I'm actually gonna check. I'll double check. Hold on. Bop, 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 bop. Here, I'm actually gonna check. I'll double check. Hold on. Bop, 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 bop. Here, I'm actually gonna check. I'll double check. Bop, 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 bop. Okay. Yeah, that sounded okay. I was getting like some weird reverb, but I think it's because I was watching the stream. I think it's good. From what I can tell, there's only like there's one audio in source. There's only one audio source, and it's my well, technically two audio sources. The music and then my microphone, so we should be good. Yeah, anywho. Alright, I completely lost track of what I was doing. So, how's your week been, Bun? I know you were talking about wanting to do a Pal World server over on Peachy's Discord. That just gives me more of an excuse to buy. I haven't bought Pal World yet, but I'm looking for a reason to. And starting up a server might be a good idea. Might be a good enough reason for me. Nice. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I haven't played. I mean, I haven't, well, obviously I haven't played, but I haven't looked at a ton of streams of it. Like, I've caught like a handful of streams here and there, but honestly, I don't know. I'm mostly spoil free. Like, I've seen like the starting area and some of the pals that you can get, and obviously like how you could beat the shit out of them. I know like the bare basics of the game, but I haven't like diving very deep into the gameplay and stuff. So I'm excited. Yo, 32 players. Can your server, like whatever server you set up, is it gonna be able to handle 32 players? That's a lot of people. Are you gonna enable cheats? Am I gonna be able to get all shinies day one? Let's go. That's cool. Yeah, I'm excited to play some Pal World. I'm gonna eventually pick it up. I saw that I guess it makes sense that your little pals don't transfer from server to server. Makes sense. So you kind of don't all of a sudden like pump stop someone else's server. So you kind of need to get your own individual Pokemon or your individual pals from different servers. But it kind of sucks because it feels like, you know, oh, you're starting again from level 1 basically, even though you invested like 80 hours previously. That's cool. It's not a big deal, honestly. It's seriously not a big deal. I'm down to play. Probably it's very likely going to be next stream or whenever you get that server up. I think I'll get the game and I'll stream something from it. Should be fun. Hopefully you're cool with that. But anywho, what else? Anything else? Nah, but the great thing. Okay, nice. Nice. That is cool. Yeah, I'm excited to play some Pal World. So I'll be picking it up if you open up that server. If not, I'll probably just play on my own time. Not a priority. Don't have to prioritize that, but I'm down to play. I'm down to play on the server you set up. But anywho, what else? Anything else happened this week? I'm trying to think. Yesterday, I was actually gonna do this stream yesterday because I didn't want to edit, honestly. I don't know, I've been not burned out from editing. It feels like the creative juices just aren't there anymore. So I've been trying to like also time is also not there a ton. So I'm trying to use free time that isn't being used for editing to stream. And I'm enjoying that a little bit. I'm enjoying that right now. I want to kind of do this a little more often and be a little more consistent with it. But yeah, yesterday I had to pick this up, but I I ended up having to drive like what, an hour or two out of town in order to actually get the camera I have right here, because I didn't want to use my phone anymore because I was using my phone for face tracking, and also the quality is really bad when you try to like wirelessly stream your screen to OBS. It's a really bad connection. So I wanted to get like a more fixed connection. Something, and it also has just like, I don't know if the lighting's better. I'm not sure, but I think it looks better than the phone camera, which is a good upgrade. It's just that this took forever to get. So by the time I got back, I was like pooped out from driving and I did not want to deal with anything. So yeah, I got pushed back. So yeah, I spent all of yesterday just looking for this stupid thing. And it's because I didn't want to spend like an extra 60 bucks. This camera right here is already like $60. The one that they had available that was just around the corner was like 120. And I was like, no, I am not, I'm not paying an extra fucking, what is it? Like a 90, let's see, 90, something like that. I'm not paying $100. I'm not paying like an extra $100 to buy the same webcam. You gotta be kidding me. It's because I have the Razer X. What is it? I forget what the stupid, I don't want to look at the camera because I'm going to show my face, but it's the Razer one. It's the little circle one, the little circle Razer camera that you can get from like Best Buy and stuff. And originally I was going to pick it up at Target, but Target only had the Pro version, which was like 120. I'm like, hell no. I looked up reviews. I'm like, dude, this is the same fucking camera. They ain't do nothing different with this camera. It does the same thing. And I'm like, hell no. Where can I find the normal X version, the regular version, the classic? Ended up being like an hour drive to go pick up the stupid classic one because I guess they're not making it anymore. So that was lame. But yeah, saved myself like, I don't know, 60 bucks. So I think it was worth it. I drive an electric car, so it wasn't a waste of gas. I would have probably switched I probably would have changed my mind if I was having to pay gas. Like, you know, 2 hours worth of gas is probably about, nowadays feels like it's 20 bucks just to drive 2 hours. But that's here and there. That is neither here nor there. What else? We could probably just start talking about the deck now. Now that I've gone on my little rant. I'm off my soapbox now. In case you're wondering, like, this is what the deck box I keep looks like. This was actually just like an experimental thing. You could fit the deck in here. I'll go into a little more detail about what this is. This is the Game Genic. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see that or not. It's the Game Genic something 50 plus. Trying to see if the name. It's not the Bastion. It may be the Bastion. Yeah, it's the Game Genic Bastion, something like that. 50 plus deck box. And this started out as an experiment, but then I really ended up liking the format, like how small and clear it is. Because with your leader, like your leader just sits like right there. No big deal. It looks sick right there. So I decided to try to make this work instead of just using it as an experiment. The thing that sucks though is I don't have a magic card here, but I can just show you with the Dawn. The card stock. Let's see if you'll be able to see the card stock. Probably not. But yeah, the card stock on One Piece cards is thick, like super thick. Like I would say, I don't want to say double the thickness of a magic card, but it feels like it's double the thickness. And that's actually, I like that. I prefer that. I would rather have thicker cards with some really cool, let's see, with some really cool foiling. Like, let me see, does this have it? This might have it, but like the cool thing about the One Piece cards is that their foiling is all etched. Like some of the better foils have etching on them. I have a Katakuri. I have the alt of Katakuri that has etching on it all over it, and it's so sick. So I prefer the thicker cardstock, but the problem is when you have thicker cardstock and you want a sleeve, shit like this does not fit your deck anymore. I could fit like a double sleeved magic card, a 60 card double sleeve magic set or magic deck in here with no problem. Here I had a single sleeve, all my cards. Everything here is single sleeved, so it's just the outer sleeve you see. And it's a very specific outer sleeve. These are katana sleeves, which on the market are the thinnest ones that are outer sleeves that you can shuffle them and not worry about, you know, destroying them. And then obviously the Dawn I use are not sleeved at all, just because like if I'm going to sacrifice anything, it's going to be the Dawn, you know. These things are a penny a pop or a penny a dozen, so you don't even have to worry about the Dawns, honestly. But yeah, that's kind of just like a quick overview of some of the accessories I use for the deck. Is just single sleeve katana sleeves that are clear, because the one thing I love about this card game is that they do not print anything important on the back of the cards. You will never, I mean, as of right now, as of 2024, there are no flip cards in One Piece right now, which, thank fucking God. I hate Magic for that. I really don't like flip cards. They annoy the hell out of me, because then it is required. If you're gonna play the game, it's required to buy sleeves. You're gonna get the sleeves anyways. That's not the issue. The issue is that they're forcing you to get the sleeves if you want to put those flip cards. So let's say in Magic, you have a commander deck, and 98 cards in that commander deck are just one-sided print, and then you want 2 lands that are flip lands, or 2 artifacts that are flip lands, because in your deck they're going to be the best. Like, they're going to be your synergy pieces, your combo pieces, whatever flip card you want. Now you have to sleeve everything, because now you can't just have just this. You can't look at the back of the art anymore. You can't look at the back of the cards anymore. Now you have to cover it up with like purple or something. Like a purple sleeve, like a purple dragon sleeve or dragon shield sleeve. It is very annoying. It's the thing I've tried to work against. That and tokens in Magic. I know this is a One Piece thing, but I'm talking Magic now. But in Magic the Gathering, the things I hate the most, or the things that irk me the most, I don't hate really much. Other than like Hasbro, I don't hate very much about Magic the Gathering. But the one thing that does irk me is the fact that, one, like, you can't just display the back of the cards and just be fine. Like, you know, if this was a Magic deck, this would be very, very rare to see like no sleeved all the backs of a Magic deck, because some of the flip cards are just that good. Another thing I hate is when you need to have like 50 tokens. I mean, bad example, but you get the idea. Like, let's say like this card make two 1/1 angels. So now your deck has to forever carry those 2 1/1 angels on you forever. And you can never use a deck box this thin, because you're gonna have like 10 or 20 tokens that maybe you use, maybe you don't use. And another thing I'm not a huge fan of, but I've kind of accepted, are like dice counters. Like, One Piece does have counters. You can do the math in your head, but it's a lot easier to keep track of things with counters. With Magic, it's a requirement, because you have things like Crater Hoof Behemoth, you have like a Chrome as well. You got things that put counters, 1/1 counters, Digiling counters. You got things putting counters on everything. So it's required to have tokens, or yeah, it's required to have tokens of dice, any kind of counter. It's very annoying. You need I can show you a deck box. Hold on. I should have had this ready, but we don't. Where should be the one that I keep on me? There we go. Like, look. As a comparison, this is my One Piece deck, right? This is as much space as it needs to take up. This is my Magic deck. This is one of my Magic decks here, and this is how much space it takes up. For a little bit of comparison, give you an idea how much space is being taken up by the sleeves, by the tokens, by the dice. That is how much space that is being eaten up in my closet right now with just a Magic deck. So if that doesn't illustrate my gripes with the game, I don't know what is. But all right, that's enough ranting. That's that rant. I'm off that soapbox now. I'm gonna go on a different soapbox. Let's see, what can I talk about now? I mean, I'll talk about the leader now. I think I should just switch to One Piece now before the imaginary angry mob starts yelling at me to show more One Piece stuff. So anywho, today we have Nefertari Vivi from OP04. This is the alt art of Vivi. This was super cool. So I'm not gonna go into too much detail of what One Piece is. I've already done like an unboxing, talked a little bit about the game, and we've already went on a little rant. But anyways, I'm gonna just show you the deck, and then we'll talk about some of the ideas, some of the theory, some of the theory crafting that goes into the deck. But yeah, anyways, this is Vivi. And one of the things that make Vivi really bad is her first line of abilities. Well, her first line is this leader cannot attack, which, in case you didn't know, There's only like there's only three leaders that don't attack. Yo, the One Piece is real. Can we get much higher? Yo, Kupo, how you doing, man? you just missed my rants about magic and other stuff. Now I'm talking about the deck. But yeah, man, I wish I had a Whitebeard commander. That would have been cool. But anywho, yeah, this is Vivi. And one of the things that makes Vivi a very difficult leader to play is the fact that she cannot hit anything. She can't hit shit. Where every other leader in the game gets free swings on her. So you just, your opponent just throws their leader at Vivi and it's just like, all right, either I give up cards or I give up life. It sucks. But I mean, yeah, I'm doing well. Yeah, doing good. I'm hoping to pick up Power World probably soon. I think next game I want to play Power World. Next stream I want to do some Power World stuff. Just try out the game. I think that'll be really fun. I know Bun over here is thinking about opening up a server. So whenever Bun opens whenever Bun decides to open up that server, I'm probably gonna jump on and check it out too. But yeah, Power World's gonna be in the next game. Yes, very goofy. Oh my goodness. I've some of the things I know Bun's talked to me about, like she saw like one of the pals beat the shit out of another pal. It's very funny. And obviously you've seen clips like different people going on Power World, immediately killing all the pals. It's very funny. But I'm excited to play that. That's going to be a fun game. But yeah, all right. I'm going to quickly wrap this up because I think something I want to do for after I do after we're done talking about the deck, I actually kind of want to play maybe like 2 or 3 rounds on the simulator with this deck, because I should have this deck up to date on the simulator. But sometimes the simulator can be a bit iffy at best. So we'll see if we can get like 2 or 3 rounds out of the simulator with this deck, and you guys you get an idea how the deck runs. But yeah, anyways, Vivi. So what is the upside to Vivi? Why would you ever play this character? You know, she's terrible. She can't hit anything. She's got only 5k attack, which she can't even use, and then 5 life. That's about the only benefit she has, is that for being a dual color leader, she has 5 life, or 5 life cards. And obviously being a dual colored leader is she's red and blue, which right now she's currently the only one in the game that is red and blue, which I think is the only reason why, well, one of the reasons. I mean, if you look at her, there's a few other reasons why I like her. I mean, there's a lot of reasons why I like this character, but one of the reasons I like this character is because she's very unique colors. Being like an Izzet commander, you get access to removal, control, draw, and aggression. Like, I feel like these colors are some of the strongest we've seen so far, and they're just restricted. Like, the only restriction they have is that they only have 1 leader, and the 1 leader can't do anything with it. I'll read her ability. Like, she does have another ability, but in the way I have this deck built, I don't use it. So what it does is once per turn on your, activate main. So on your turn, once per turn, you can pay 2 Dawn. So you tap 2 Dawn, and you can draw 1 card and give up to one of your characters rush during this turn. Rush is basically haste, because your characters come out tapped, or your characters come out with summoning sickness basically. So when you activate her ability by paying the 2 Dawn, you can give any of your characters on the field haste or rush, and they'll be allowed to attack that turn, which in theory sounds really powerful. It sounds busted. In practice, paying 2 Dawn on top of paying, like, for instance, we'll just look at Doflamingo here. We're not going to read the ability yet, but for instance, if you want to give this character rush, you're going to have to pay your 3, then you're going to have to pay 2 to give it rush. And the only benefit you're getting out of that is you're getting a 4k body, which you can't hit over leaders. Hold on. Oh, I got my face covered. That's why my character stopped moving. But yeah, you're not getting a lot of benefit for giving this character rush. You're investing 5 Dawn into this character just so it can hit nothing, basically. And that's kind of like the sentiment I've had with this deck since it came out. It's like, yeah, it's fun to have rush. It's cool if you can build around the rush ability. There's not a lot of ways. I've done it before, and that deck was okay, but it looks a lot more like a Zoro deck, and I would rather be playing Zoro than playing Vivi. So yeah, that's the ability. Really strong ability, not on a great leader. The colors are great for an ability like that. It's just, it's a lot of Dawn, it's a lot to manage. So I've I've omitted using her ability and just using her colors to try to tempo and control the board while I build up an army and attack. So we'll go into some of the cards that are in the deck. Right now we're going to be looking at the 2K counters. So the only reason why these are here are the primary reason they're here is because they're going to be used for counter. So in case somebody wants to swing at Vivi, you can discard a card for 2K, and chances are you'll be able to outpower that attack. So right now what we have here is we have Otama. Otama is great. If you don't use her as a 2K counter, you can put her on the board and give something minus 2K. So for instance, if we have okay, we'll use this as an example. It's not a great example, but it's here. If this was our opponent's card and it's decided to swing in at Vivi, we can play our Otama and give this character minus 2K, which would put it at negative, or we'll put it at 2K. So making the attack useless. And that's kind of the idea, is that you want to use this to like lower attacks. You want to use it so you can swing at characters easier. You don't have to invest so much Dawn into swinging at different characters. So that's Otama, a really great 2K counter. Here's another great 2K counter, it's Sanji. What I really like about this one is that most Sanjis, actually I'll show you right here. So this is probably the Sanji you're used to seeing, and obviously on camera it's going to be hard to tell what the difference is. But if I put them side by side, you can see that this one, the normal Sanji, is a foil. Not a great foil, but it is foil, versus these three. These three Sanjis are non-foil. So these are just normal print, just regular cards. And the reason why that is because these three Sanjis came from a demo deck that I was given over at a local LGS. And it even says right here, which I love about these cards, I got some really good cards from that demo deck. It says right there, demo, not for resale, or not for sale, demo. So that's really cool. It only had 3 of the Sanjis, and I'm like, all right, cool. I just had to buy an extra one, and I think that's really nifty. That's a nifty little thing. But the reason why you want to play this Sanji in this deck specifically is because what it does, I'll just read it to you right now. You may add 1 card from your life to your hand, or 1 card from your life area to your hand. This character gains 2,000 power during this turn, then give 2 rested Dawn to this character. So the idea, like the best strategy, and the only strategy where I use the haste, is with Sanji. This is the best kind of early aggression play you can have, or even late game. This is great early game, late game oppression. You know, because Vivi has 5 life, you can pretty easily eat up one of your lives for like a sneak attack, which is what's great about this Sanji. So you rest 2 Dawn, give this Sanji haste, draw a card, and then you take one of your life cards. So since you have 5, you're probably going to take like 1, so you're going to be down to like 4, or you'll be down to like 2, depending on what point in the game you're in. And then all of a sudden this becomes a 7k swinger. For 4 Dawn, 7k swinger basically. That is that's an insanely high return rate. Like, this is such a great like gotcha card. So this is the only one, this is one of the few cards, or probably the only card I would use Rush on. Just because of like how impactful it can be. And then this is Dracula Mihawk. This is a much better card. This is something that you can actually play and not feel too bad about playing it. We'll see if it ever decides to focus on it. It's a little hard. What I love about this is that it's a treasure cup card. So this is a promotional. No, it's not a treasure cup. It's just a promotional thing from packs you open. And what this one does, other than being a 2k counter, it has Dawn 1. So if you attach 1 Dawn to this card when it's attacking, you get to draw 2, discard 2. So you're cycling your hand out. So in case you have some bricks in your hand from this pile, you can use this in a pinch and start cycling your hand out and seeing if you can get better answers. So these are great. Ideally, you don't want to be using these on the field, but the nice thing about these is that they're 5k bodies. So these can, by default, hit another leader with almost no problems. And then obviously when you have 1 Dawn attached to it, it becomes a 6k body, which is way more relevant than our blocker here. So that's our 2k counters. Some of the best ones I think I can find for this deck. I'm not sure if they're going to be the best, but I like them. And then now we're actually going to talk about our blockers here. So these are just the blockers. What a blocker is basically a character that you can tap to stop an attack from hitting your leader. I keep covering my camera. There we go. But yeah, that's what's great about blockers. I don't like running a ton of blockers in this deck because sometimes, like for instance, like Doflamingo's great, has a great ability. He's not the best blocker because he can't really swing in. You can't really swing in with Doflamingo, not without investing Dawn to him. And a lot of stuff can remove him. So he isn't the best blocker, but what he is that he's relatively cheap. And he has an on-play ability that is super relevant in a deck like this. So I'll go ahead and read it. So on play, look at the top 5 cards of your deck and place them at the top or bottom of your deck in any order. So this is a, if you're familiar with Magic, this is Scry 5. That is insanely, in a 60 card deck, scrying 5 cards is insanely busted. It feels so good when you get to know the next 5 turns essentially. And it's even better once you're using your, if you find a reason to use your vivi ability, it's nice to scry and then draw the card you just scryed that you've been looking at. So super useful. This is the only type of blocker I'm running right now. Right now I'm running 3 Doflamingos and 3 X-Drakes. X-Drake is exactly the same card as Doflamingo, but it's just an even bigger body. So in case you miss your Doflamingo turn, so you can test out the server for 3 days, then pay 20 bucks. Oh, nice. Yo, that's sick. Nice. Yeah. Awesome. All right. And that can handle 32 players. Dang, that's a big server. 20 bucks is, I think that sounds about right. But that sounds fun. That sounds very fun. Yeah, don't feel pressured to open up any server on my behalf. But I'm definitely, I can't wait to play. It'd be cool. Even if we do like a small thing, like a local server like that, like I'm cool with that even. But yeah, that's cool. So X-Drake. X-Drake is basically the same thing as Doflamingo, just a bigger body. So I'm gonna test that, see if it's stable. Yeah, good luck, Bun. I'll be praying for you. Hopefully your 20 bucks will be worth it. I'm excited for that. Oh man, I'm gonna have to get Power World now. Let's go. And then let's see, what can I talk about next? Because this is the main strategy and these are the events. I'll talk about the events. Because the events, they're all like utility cards. So the idea here is I'll talk about Bad Manner Kicks. So Bad Manner Kicks is a great 0-drop event. So the reason why it's 0-drop is because it requires you to discard a card from your hand. And that might not sound like a good thing. Like it's in a normal game, going for a 2-for-1 exchange on removal can be bad. This is technically not removal. It's just like it's kind of like a counter spell, I think. So let's see. I'll read it and then you'll get a better idea what's going on here. So as a 0 cost, it's a 0 cost counter. So on your opponent's turn, you can counter out of an attack. The requirements are you may trash 1 card from your hand. Up to 1 of your leaders or characters gain 3,000 power during this battle. And then the trigger is give up to 1 of your opponent's leaders or characters minus 3k during this turn. The trigger is nice. I like the trigger. Chances are that's not why you're playing this. What you're really playing this for is to get dead cards out of your hand. So in case you pull something without a counter, which I don't currently have an example of right now, like no, I'm not going to pull that card out yet. But yeah, this is a great way to cycle out bad hands. So in case you draw bad stuff or you draw stuff that you don't need, you can use this on the defense and get rid of those, like, you know, dead cards in your hands. So a card like this really lets you keep really bad hands and still be defensive. So that's why I really like 0 cost counter spells or 0 cost counters. Just because they're great defense cards, you don't have to invest any Dawn into them, and it lets you keep really bad hands and you're just good to go. Like it's so good. I love 0 cost counters. There's no reason not to run them in a deck, especially if you have a lot of like boss monster cards. because a lot of the boss monsters in this game don't have counters on them. So I'll show you the Nami. So usually your normal cards would have like a 1k counter. Some of them will have the 2k counter like I showed earlier. A lot of your boss monsters do not have counters on them. So having like a 0 drop counter spell is really nice to have hanging around when you want to just dump a big body from your hand that you can't use for anything. So yeah, those are great. That's my soapbox. And then the next one is just Happiness Punch. This one, arguably worse. I like using it in the deck because it's vivi relevant. And I'll go ahead and read it. So for one Dawn, you can give up to one of your opponent's leaders or characters minus 2k during this turn. Then, if your leader is active, up to one of your opponent's leaders or characters get minus 1000 power during this turn. So a couple of things about this card that make this card really good. The thing I don't like about this card is that it doesn't have a trigger. It's not the end of the world. You really want your events to have triggers on them, just because in case you hit them off of life, you can play them. But what it lacks in triggers makes up for in its ability. So for one Dawn, you get to give one of your opponent's characters or leaders minus 2k for the turn. Not just for the battle, but for the rest of the turn. That character is going to be minus 2k. So it's not going to be able to do much, and it'll be more susceptible to removal. And then on top of that, if your leader is active, which of course Vivi can't swing, so Vivi is always going to be active on the field. She's not going to do shit. You get an extra 1000 that you can put wherever you want. You can either put it onto the same leader or character, or you can put it on another character. You can divvy up the minuses however you want. So if someone's attacking you for like 6k, you can give it minus 2k, and then you can give their next attacker that you think is going to be attacking you minus 1k. So sometimes this can be a 2-for-1. It can stop 2 attackers with just 1 card. That's great, and I think it's definitely worth having in the deck. I think I only run 3. Yeah, I'm only running 3, just because, you know, I want to split it between this and the Bad Manners kicks. And then here is sort of like an oddball card in the deck. This is Sanji's Peel-Off, which you don't normally see. You don't see in most Vivi decks Sanji's Peel-Off, because Vivi already draws cards for you, and normally people will play the Searcher Nami, not really play this Nami. So what makes this really great is the fact that it's a 3 Dawn event that has a trigger, and the trigger is activate the main ability, and then the main ability is draw 2 cards. So it's super good. It's like a Pot of Greed for 3 cost, Pot of Greed. There's no reason not to run at least 2 of these in here, because in case you don't hit your 3 drops, your 3 drop characters, or if it's late game and you need answers, throwing one of these down to get answers is great. So it'll give you some answers. It'll give you a chance to pull out of you know, if you're falling behind, this is a great way to catch up. So I run 2 because I don't want to see it too often, but it's a great card to run. And then obviously, like, I think the cream of the crop, easily Gum Gum Red Rock. If you're in blue, there's no reason why you shouldn't be running at least 2 of these. I think running 4 is almost mandatory. And any blue deck, because most blue decks, all they want to do is control. They want to make sure that you're not going to play shit and that they get to flood the board with something. And this card basically enables that. 6 Dawn, it's a lot. It's going to be most of your turn. And I'll go ahead and read what it does. So what it does is, for 6 Dawn, main, place up to 1 character to the bottom of its owner's deck. And then the trigger is place up to 1 character with the cost of 4 or less to the bottom of its owner's deck. So there is, for its activated main ability, there is no restriction. You can place any character, I mean, obviously you can't put the leader on the bottom of the deck, but you can put any other character on the bottom of the deck, no questions asked. For 6 Dawn, you get to put whatever you feel like at the bottom. That is unbelievably strong. This is great late game, so if your opponent has like a Kaido, a 10 drop, any kind of 10 drop is just dead to this. Like, your opponent's never going to see that 10 drop again, and they just effectively wasted their turn playing a 10 drop, and all you had to do was pay 6 to get rid of it. This is insanely good. There's no reason not to run 4. I can see the argument to run 2. I think if you're in blue, you should at least be running 2 of these. There's no reason not to run 2, at least. And then the last pile for the deck is the main strategy. This is the plan. This is probably about, I don't know, 15, 20 cards. I'm not 100% sure. There's a good chunk of cards in here. And this is the main strategy. This is what the deck is built around. All these cards here are just the support. This is just to support the strategy. This is like half the deck easily. That's just to make sure I don't lose the game immediately. These guys are what make the game plan work. So we'll go off with Nami. And what I really love this Nami. This is like one of the cooler Namis. Other than the starter deck Nami that I have, this is probably my second favorite Nami art we've seen so far. And we're actually getting a new alt art of this Nami, I believe, as a treasure rare in the OPO 6 set, I believe it is. So we're probably going to see an alt art of this, but I love this art version of her. Like, honestly, 10 out of 10 art. It's a tournament pack thing, so these are like super cheap. These are dirt cheap. Or at least I think they're still dirt cheap. They were dirt cheap when I got them. But what makes this card good, and this deck specifically, is it has the activate main once per turn. Give up to 1 Rest of Dawn to one of your leaders or characters. So what's great about this is that Vivi, if you activate her ability, she rests 2 Dawn. Having at least one of these out on the field means you can use one of those Dawns again, and it's not a complete waste. It kind of turns this ability into a 1-cost ability, which is nice. There are also other cards. If we go back here, we can see that Mihawk, the character we talked about a little bit earlier, has a Dawn X1. So that means you have to attach 1 Dawn to this character in order to have its ability work. So you attach 1 Dawn, then you attack, and then you cycle 2 cards. So with Nami on the field, it makes that ability free, basically. All you have to do is just swing. You don't have to like use one of your active Dawn. You can use a rested Dawn. This is an insanely free card here. For 1 cost, it does a lot. It does a lot for you. And it's every upkeep, or so on your turn, once per turn. And then obviously, you're not stuck playing just one of these. You can play like 5. Well, you can't play 5. But if you have 4 of these and you play all 4, you're giving 4 Dawn to 4 different characters. That's insanely, that's crazy. That's, I've never pulled that off. That would be very funny. So this card is, I think is absolutely great. And then if you're not going to use it, it's a 1k counter. So if you don't plan on using it, you can just, you can toss it to defend your leader. So I love this card. Great art, great character, super fun ability. Speaking of which, he's another X Dawn minus, or attach 1 Dawn. So this is another card that works with Nami. This is Chaka. So in the set with Vivi, this was basically the companion card. Like, these 2 cards were designed to work with each other, or at least that's what I see. I see these 2 cards working with each other really well. And it's a 3-cost 5k. Those are vanilla stats. And with vanilla stats that have effects are usually really strong cards. Unfortunately, it does not have a counter, so it can't be perfect. But it's pretty close to perfect. Like, if this thing had counters on it, I think this would just be used by default. Oh no, it's leader locked. Okay. So, it could be a better card, but honestly, I think it's already a great card. So I'll go ahead and read it. It's Dawn X1, so you attach 1 Dawn when attacking. So if you want, you could invest 2 extra Dawn with your leader to let this attack the turn you play it, but I don't. I usually let it sit. So when you're attacking, if your leader is Nefertari Vivi, give up to one of your opponent's characters minus 3k power during this turn, then KO up one of their characters, then KO up one of your opponent's characters with power 0 or less. So this is great. This is how we start controlling the board. So with a card like Chaka and a card like Otama, you're able to KO a 5k body. So for reference, who is a 5k body? So for reference, with Otama and Chaka on the field, you can KO something like a Mihawk for free. Just by attacking into the leader or into something else. Like, just by attacking with this guy, you can you can KO something like that. Normally, without any extra help, no, can't attack that. Like, yeah. Like, without any extra support, Chaka can normally KO something like this, a Sanji, which is not bad. It's not a bad target, but normally you want to invest more, like, you want to combo with cards in this deck, because you want to be able to hit bigger things with it. So Chaka's an incredibly useful card. That's why I'm rooting for. Just because there's no reason not to run 4 in this deck. It works really well with the leader, as well as Marco. And also keep in mind the Dawn. So I'm building my Dawn on the odd curve. So usually I want to go first. So we go from, so we're trying to build the perfect hand that goes from Nami to Chaka to Marco and so on and so forth until we hit our boss monster. That's what this deck is trying to do, is with tempo. So that's what I mean when I say this is a tempo deck, is that it's trying to hit a specific curve with specific characters. So this is Marco. He's a 5 Dawn, 6k body that has a 1000 counter. So this is already by default better than Chaka. And I'll go ahead and read the ability. So your turn on play, KO one of your opponent's characters with a 3k body or less. So that's pretty big. So just by playing this, you can KO a 3 cost or a 3k body. And then obviously if you're gonna combo it with other stuff, you combo with a few other things, you can KO bigger bodies than just a 3k body. So that's already great. And then obviously its second ability is probably one of the more useful ones, because in this deck, this guy is very sticky on the field. So on KO, you may trash 1 event card from your hand. You may play this character from your trash rested. So that's great. So if your opponent wants to get rid of this, they're gonna have to not only kill it once, but they're gonna have to, at the very least, kill it like so many other times. Like usually just one other time. You discard like a Sanji's peel off. This thing's back on the field on your turn, and I believe it will be able to attack because it returns. Let me double check. On KO, you may play this card from your trash rested. Yeah. So I believe, if I'm not wrong, when this gets KO'd on your opponent's turn, obviously it has to be your opponent's turn so that they can hit it. But on your opponent's turn, if they KO this, you can discard 1 event card and bring it back onto the field rested, which means that by the time it's your turn, you'll be able to untap this and attack with it again. So it requires a lot of Dawn investment to get rid of Marco, which is great for a deck like Vivi, who really needs their bodies to stick on the field. So super great card. Absolutely love Marco. Another 4 of. And then one of the newer upgrades from the newest set that came out is Borsellino. So Kuzan, I believe, is his Navy name, but Borsellino is a 7 cost 8k body, massive body for a big character, big body. That's awesome. You want stuff like that. And then his ability is pretty. I was on the fence about adding him to the deck, but ultimately I think he was a good addition, because originally in this slot I had Doflamingo. I had the 7 cost Doflamingo, which has a similar ability but is not as good, I think, as Borsellino, because Borsellino, I'll read the ability. So on play, place up to 1 character with a cost of 4 or less to the bottom of its owner's deck. So normally, with Doflamingo, there's a 7-drop Doflamingo that returns a 7 cost to their hand, which is good. That's good removal, but it puts it back to their hand and it doesn't really get rid of the threat. It just pushes the threat back 1 turn, which sometimes is a good thing, sometimes it's a bad thing, depends. I get it off the bed. Thanks for sharing your deck. Great to hear you all about it. Okay. Have a great evening. Catch you again. Awesome. All right, Kupo. Thanks for dropping by. Hope you have a good sleep. Hope to see you again tomorrow. Oh, I'm usually lurking, but I was catching up on Roko's stream today. It was very funny. I love Sonic, man. The crocodile dude is super weird. But yeah, I'll catch you later. All right. Yeah. So yeah, Borsellino I think is a slightly better character to run over Doflamingo. just because you're gonna bottom deck a 4 cost. So for instance, 4 costs or less. So let's go back and see, like, obviously if you're in a mirror match, you can bottom deck a Chaka, which is pretty big, and you can bottom deck something like at the most you can bottom deck like a 4 cost 5k body, and that's pretty good. Like 4k 4 cost 5k bodies, those are the kind of bodies that can swing into your leader for free. Yeah. It really is. Oh man, I love it. I love that Roku was getting stuck. I forgot what it was, like, what, Eggman Land or Eggman Land 2, because she just couldn't beat that level she was in this stream. That was very funny. I wish I wish I had more free time to hang out in the streams. Unfortunately, a lot of the times I just have to, like, put her streams on in the background and just kind of, like, listen to what's going on while I'm working. But no, it's very fun. I love whenever she plays Sonic games. It's always a good time. But yeah, so the next one, let's see, here it is. So this is a boss card. Love these guys. Oh my gosh, dude, this dude has hiked up in price by so much, dude. It's insane. I hate the card market right now, because these guys used to be like, what, $7, $8? Now they're getting like around $20+. It's insane. Each one of these, you need to run like at least 2 to 4. But it looks sick, dude. I love Mihawk. Mihawk is like one of the cooler characters. I can't wait to see like more of his backstory. I'm pretty sure we're gonna see. I'm pretty sure by the end of the series we're gonna know more about Mihawk than what we currently do now. But anyways, this is a 9 cost, 9k body, and what it does is on play, place up to one character with the cost of 7 or less to the bottom of its owner's deck. Ideally, that's going to be your opponent's card. That'll be your opponent's character that you bottom deck. You can bottom deck your own stuff, but I don't recommend that. But yeah, this is your big boss card. This is like what's going to keep you in the game. It's what's going to help you win the game, because having something this big is going to be very hard for your opponent to answer, because whatever your opponent did last turn, whatever character your opponent played last turn, is basically, it's gone. It's poof, vanished out of here. And now they're left having to face a 9k body. So insanely good. Absolutely love this card. This is my favorite art. The alt art looks okay. I like the alt art, but for the price, I think this one is just better looking. It's a lot better. And yeah, that's the deck. That is all, what is it, 50? Yeah, all 50 cards. Something like that. And I'm very happy with it. I think it is, I think the way I've played it, it has been very tempo based. This is a very tempo heavy deck. It wants to see its odd curve every game. And if you can't at the very least play Chaka on turn 2, you're already gonna fight up a uphill battle. And everything else here is just here to support the strategy. So I think the plan right now is to, I'm gonna shuffle this up again. Let's see, what else? Yeah, I think the plan right now is I'm gonna boot up the simulator with this deck and try to get like 2 or 3 rounds in, see how that works out. But you know, no guarantees. I don't even know if I'm gonna get a game, because a lot of times people just aren't playing random games. There's not a lot of people playing, you know, rogue games. A lot of people nowadays are doing the ranked simulator, which I'm a little more nervous about the ranked simulator, because like I don't want to play a ranked simulator with like a vivi deck, you know. You're gonna just give people, you're gonna be feeding people's ranks, like those are just free wins, it feels like most times, because most people are playing what's in the meta right now, which right now it's Sakazuki and who is it? Enel and Sakazuki are the top 2 decks right now, and I don't think this could do that great against them. I think this is a great card, a great deck. This is a great overall deck. I think it can handle most things. I don't think it could win consistently against, you know, meta decks. So we'll try the random stray games. We'll try to catch a few rogue games on the simulator, and see how it fares. I'm an okay player, I'll say right now. How long have I been playing? I've been playing since the end of set 3. I've been playing like maybe a week or two before the set 3 ended. That was like what, like 4 months ago, roughly? Not sure. Hang on, I can actually find out. Because if I go to my channel, I know exactly when I started talking about One Piece. When I started talking about One Piece is kind of when I started buying cards, or when I got into the game. Let's see. How long ago was that? Let me check the stream. What stream was it? 4 months ago. Yeah, I was right on the dot. 4 months ago. So I've only been playing for like 4 months. And in those 4 months, I mostly played against my brother. I played in 1 locals and got my face pushed in really hard. And I've never been back since then. Because I'm like, man, I'm taking my toys and I'm going home. I'm taking my ball and I'm going home. You guys are playing too serious. But no, that was mostly just me being like, not knowing how to handle a loss. I mean, I can handle loss. I just don't like losing. That's the issue. That's what it is. I can take it on the chin, but I would prefer not to. Is I think the moral of that story. So, all right, how's that? That's okay. Let's stick that to the back somewhere like here, just so it's not like, yeah, that's like sufficiently messed up now. After spending like what, like 5 minutes, not even 5 minutes, like a couple of minutes organizing those cards, now I can just mess them up and feel good about it. So yeah, what else is there to talk about? I have some other decks that I'm probably gonna play. Well, no, I have other decks, but those decks are gonna be separate streams. I'm gonna give those decks like the proper time and day. Please don't bend anything. There we go. See? Perfect. I mean, mostly perfect. No pinching, no problems. Only issue is that the Dawns are not sleeved, which is the least of my worries. As long as the leader's sleeved, honestly. And man, the cost of this leader went up by so much, man. I got this one for like 20 bucks. Now it's like 60, working its way up to 70 bucks. It's insane. It's not even a good leader. What is it doing racking up cash, man? It's insane how much people are willing to pay for this thing. All right, so I will, can I switch here? Yeah. So we're gonna switch over to the simulator real quick. Let me get that booted up because it is not booted up right now. I think we're still in the same update. I don't think they've updated the simulator since I played, but you never know, honestly. Bum, bum, bum. Do, 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 do. Wow. Oh, there we go. Come on, Mr. Simulator. Let me make sure oh no, I gotta make sure the simulator's muted. And then we are going to say goodbye. Goodbye. Woo! And then game capture. We're gonna switch this to not Minecraft anymore. The Sim. Dun, 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 dun. Now we're in the simulator. Be very afraid. Who knows what lurks here in the dark depths. I wish there was. There's probably a way I can like scooch it up, but no, that's fine. All right, let's do a few rounds. Let me check the sim. Let me look at the deck editor. Come on. Let me make sure I have the updated vivi. Is this it? This looks like it. Yeah, this looks like the deck we just saw. Okay. So back to lobby. And then we're gonna check out, I don't know where people hang out the most. We'll try Western. Yeah. Quick join. We'll do a quick join. Oh. Can't enter room, likely full. Quick join again. Dun 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 dun. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. we'll just hang out here for a bit. This is kind of like what it's like to play on the simulator. Just oh, there we go. I would like to go first. Oh, great. He's playing Sakazuki, so that's fun. Do I want to keep this? I'll mulligan. Oh, that was an even worse one. Ah! Oh, I should have kept the stupid cards. Oh, I'm so mad. Bro, what is this? What is this hand? Okay. He hasn't played anything, so activate. Choose no targets. I'm gonna end my turn. Yeah, end my turn. I'm so annoyed. Yeah, go for it. Whatever. Would I even have an answer for this? Yeah, I have an answer for this. There you go. Nice try, buddy. Mr. Koo's on. Alright. I have 5 Dawn. I can throw down blocker. Problem is he's definitely gonna KO my blocker. But I don't have a choice. I want this. Start by placing on top. So do I want it like, I want something like that. Yeah. And end my turn. We'll see if that worked. I have no idea if that worked. Let's see what he thinks. Yep. He's about to remove my card. Yippee. 5, 6. I need 7. I need 2k. I can no blockers. Counter. Crash for counter. Resolve attack. Alright, buddy. Now what are you gonna do? Oh, dude. Come on. Yep. Figured. Let's see. Do I want to dump another counter for this guy? No. You can have that. Okay. So we're on. I can bottom deck his... what's the point of bottom decking his thing? I might as well just bottom deck it. Ploy. And then there you go. And then I will end my turn. What is your answer, Mr. Sakazuki? How do you want to play this? Pirate LU. Bum, bum. Do I want to counter out of this? He's definitely going to get rid of Borsellino next turn, so I'm going to need a blocker. I can throw... Nah, resolve. You can have that. Yeah, use trigger effect. Nice. 5, 6, 7. Crash for counter. There you go. Nice try. Sucker. Ah, you jerk! Why? You jerk. Oh my goodness. What are we at? We're at 9. We can bottom deck his Borsellino now. I think we'll go ahead and do that. Ploy. Bottom decking that. End turn. Yeah, end turn. Bum, 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 bum. Let's see. I haven't attacked them, so I really need to be like trash for counter. Yeah, self attack. He's gonna bottom. He's gonna get rid of my Mihawk. You jerk! Ugh. I know, but you're gonna have to invest a lot of Dawn to get rid of this guy. Come on. I'm trying to stabilize. That's kind of the idea right now. Is I want to start to stabilize. Now that I have my 9, now that I have a Mihawk on here, I want to see if I can get stable. 6, 9. Oh no, he's so close to getting rid of this. Dude, can you do it? Can you get rid of this? Oh no. Need 2k. Resolve attack. Man, he's got so many cards in hand, bro. What the fuck? I hate this game. 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. I can play a Borsellino and a Let's actually get attacks in. So I want to start getting attacks in. There we go. And then I want to play that. And then deploy in that. And then I want to end my turn. Yeah. We're going to start red hawking his stuff. Whatever he's got planned, I'm going to start red hawking it. Are you attacking? There we go. I will. Yeah. There you go. He plans on. He's gonna play something big. He might have a Kaido. He might have a 10-drop Kaido. I'm not 100% sure, but there's a reason why he didn't attach any Dawn. I think either that or he's testing me. I have very little counters in hand, dude. Like, whatever you want to do, you can do. You can do to me. Yeah. I'll resolve that. Oh, I knew it! I knew it! You jerk! Oh my goodness. I thought about putting this in my hand too. I honestly, you know what? Yeah. We're not dealing with that today. We have 4 Dawn. We can play that. And then we're going to start swinging in. I need to attach a Dawn. Yeah. I know you don't have counters. Come on. Start giving up cards. Give them up. Give me your 2Ks. Give me your 1Ks. Start giving me all your good stuff. Oh. Hello? Okay. And then we're going to, because we really want him to start. Yeah. Do I want to start? I'm going to just take out his board. There we go. Whatever you got, dude. Give it your worst. I'm here. I'm here to take it all. He's got so many. He's got 11 cards, man. What am I doing? Bro's got 11 cards in hand. I can't deal with this. Let's see. You got another Kaido in there? Let's see if you got another Kaido. Okay. What are you going to bring out? Yeah. He's trying to get rid of my Mihawk again. That's fine. I'm not really worried. I'll probably get rid of the blocker because I know he's gonna want to reuse this blocker. Come on. What are you popping? What are you gonna try to pop? Yeah, what are you popping, boy? No counter on this guy either. That sucks. Yeah, you can have him. Is that it? Is that all you have? Oh, who you popping? Oh, he's popping, yeah. Oh man, oh my brain. Let's see. We have a we can pop a 3K. We're gonna probably end up popping, let's see, we can -3. Oh, we can pop the, okay, that sounds pretty good. So what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to attach. This is a 5. Let's see if we'll defend this. You can defend this card, dude? Is it really worth it? He'll be able to pull it out of his graveyard anyways. Oh, I have to select the target. Yeah. I keep forgetting I have to do that. Yeah, and then I'm gonna deploy and then end my turn. There you go. Have fun. Have fun with your Hina. Your Hina that's not gonna do very much on the field. I mean, it might be able to KO my Chaka. Actually, it can. I completely forgot I had 4 Dawn open. I wonder if he's gonna think I'm like, if I have something up, he might think I have like guard points or something. I don't. I just was not very Dawn efficient. Yeah, that's fine. So right now it's a 1K. See if he's, I think he'll be able to pop it with his leader. Give up to 1, no. Oh, so rough. Who are you going after, boy? Yeah, that's fine. 5, 6, 7, 8, yeah, resolve. Okay, that's not too bad. I can't really eat up my last life. Oh, this is so rough. Oh, go on. Go on, finish me off. Okay. Let's see. We have 10 Dawn. Not a lot to do. 7, 8, 9, 10. We can play these two, or we can play a Gum Gum Rock. What are we gonna get rid of? Problem is, like, it really doesn't matter. Yeah. We can bounce a 4 cost. Yeah. Well, whatever. And then boy. Then end the turn. Yeah. We only have a 2K in our hand. This dude's, I think he's got it. Let's see if he's got it. There's no way. I don't think, I don't know. Was there a way to play it differently? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, no. Yeah, resolve. Back to main menu. That was rough. That's okay. Hey, it happens, man. Shit like that happens all the time. We will try to do, we'll go back. Quick join. We'll see who's hanging out. Oh, nice. Red, purple, Luffy. This is the other deck I have. I am going to keep my mistakes for last time. I'm not, that was such a bad hand to start with. That was rough. All right. Oh, he went second. He went first. Okay. Oh, okay. That's fine. What is my turn? I can probably just draw for my turn 1. I think I will just do that. And then no targets, end turn. Yeah, end turn. We'll see. He's gonna want to start swinging. He's gonna swing in for big. 6, 7, 8, 9. That's gonna be 9. I'll have to do 2 2Ks. Or bad manners kick and then like something else. Oh man, no! No! Oh no! He's going with the Zoro strat. Oh, this is not good. No! He's gonna disrespect me. Yeah, that's what I thought. You know what? Whatever. You can have that. It's 5K. Whatever. Yeah, that's what I thought. 5, 6. Yeah, trash for counter. Resolve attack. Oh man, bro. I'm at 4. What can I do for 4? I wish I had blockers. Where are my fucking blockers? Oh, this sucks. I'm gonna throw, I might just throw 2 Namis and then activate. Doesn't really matter. End turn. Let's see what we can do. So 4, 5, 6. We're gonna have 6 next turn. We can get our Marco out. Attach 2 Dawn to him. Or no, we'll need an extra Dawn. 5, 6. I'm just gonna demand another 2K. Don't have any open Dawn, so I think he's gonna get that 2K. I'm gonna let that attack resolve. Oh, nice. A blocker finally. Let's see. He's gonna swing in for 6, 5, 6. Need a. I need a. Don't have any 2Ks. I can sack one of these. There we go. Okay, so 5, 6, 7. I don't have 7. I can throw down a 5. And then Okay, I see. So actually, I want my blocker first. Something like that. Yeah, we can keep happiness punch up. Yeah. What are we worried about? We're worried about him. Worried about him. Yeah. Also worried. All these three are the ones we're worried about. That's okay. You can have that right now. I can get rid of that later. Oh, 3, 5. That makes him a 5, 6. Let's see. Hold on. No blockers. Select target. I want to that and that. Oh, I should have done the other way. Whatever. Resolve. I should have done the other way around. 5. I will then. Do I want him to have this? No. No blockers. And then I'll trash that for a counter. Resolve. And then I can use the blocker on this guy. There we go. Let's see. So we are at 8, 6, 7, 8. I can start. He's got a full board now. I can drop a 4 cost. His 4 costs are. I'm worried about the buggy, but I also don't want him to ramp. So I'm gonna bottom deck that. That leaves me with 1. And then I am going to swing in at his. And then we're gonna start swinging. It's gonna demand at least a 3K out of his hand. Oh, you jerk! You need a little more. There you go. You got it. That was good. Yeah. All right, you got it. Oh, he's at his 10 Dawn. It doesn't matter if he ramps or not. You think he has his gear 5th? Yeah. Yeah, Vivi is just tough. That's just how it is, man. It's okay though. Let's see, what is he doing? Yeah. So I'm gonna need to give him a 2K for this. I got 2. That's gonna drop me down to I'll give him the cards. I think I'll give him the cards. I don't really want to give him the cards. I'm gonna resolve that attack. Nice, nice, nice. That was a great card to get. All right, and then I'm gonna give. What do I want to give? -2. Chances are he's gonna want to swing in with Nami, and then he's gonna want to swing in resolve attack. Oh, wait. 5. Oh, whatever. Okay, that was my bad. That's fine. Yeah, trash for counter. I did that the wrong way around. It's okay. Oh no! 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 Wow, that's fine. I have at least 1 blocker on me. Oh, that's rough. I knew it. It was right there in his hand, and he waited. He waited to play it. That's okay. Oh, 6, 9, 10. Oh, he's attacking for 10. Ah. Yeah. Nah. Counter step. Wait, I have a. Oh wait, that's right. It's yeah. Whatever. Okay, you got it, dude. Yeah. Oh, that was rough. That's okay. That was fun though. Oh wait, yeah. Actually, I'll quickly just show the vivi list I have right now. Anywho, yeah. I just wanted to do some test games just to try this list out. You know, yeah, vivi's rough. It's just how it is. But I think the deck with a honestly, I can't think of much else to tweak with this deck. The idea of this deck was to keep tempo and try to keep pressure up. Unfortunately, it can just be rough sometimes. But I think, you know, even if the leader's not great, I think at the very least the colors are strong. I think the colors are strong enough to keep vivi semi-relevant for future sets. And obviously, you know, if you can give stuff rush, it's kind of nice. It's also nice to draw an extra card for two Dawn. But yeah, it's the fact that she can't attack could be rough. I wish she was like maybe a 6k body, you know, make her a little bit better for defense, because not attacking is tough, man, because it just means like you have to commit stuff to board in. You know, with the first game of Sakazuki, he basically got rid of almost everything. The only thing that survived for like more than a turn was the Mihawk. The Mihawk was basically the only thing that could survive one turn. Everything else was basically gone the minute I played it. So yeah, I'm really happy with this deck. I think it's cool. I had a good time. So thank you guys. Thank you for watching. And yeah, we'll just go back to chatting for a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, let's see. I got 2 other decks. So I think next stream next stream is not gonna be a One Piece stream. Next stream is gonna be, I think, most likely a Power World stream, because that's a game I've been really interested in playing. So I'm definitely gonna check out Power World again, or I'm going to check out Power World and see how it is, see if I like it. And then maybe the stream after that, I'll come back and try out, show you the other decks I have. I have one red purple Luffy deck, similar to not similar to the one we fought, but in the same vein as the one we just fought. Because really with red purple Luffy, there's only like, you know, 1 or 2 ways you can build red purple Luffy efficiently. As we saw, one of them was play the 10 drop gear 50 Luffy, which is very effective. I love that card. It's such a cool card. I just don't have any, not in my deck. In my red purple red purple Luffy. In my red purple Luffy deck, I have the Whitebeard. I have more of a Whitebeard package in there, where it's more focused on, like, you know, big